Hello gang, hello friends, welcome back and welcome to the new people as well. We have some new people. Welcome new people. I saw a video recently for a heart balloon, like a 3D foil heart balloon, and I thought we can do that. Me and the gang, we can do this. But there was something else I wanted to try as well. So we've got a couple of accompanying nails. I'll sandwich them either side of the foil balloon. So we're taking Purr-fect black from Madame Glam and we're curing it. I've only done one coat. And we're then going to take the Super Cateye. The Super Cateye Fragilistic Expialidocious, this should be called. It's amazing. So we're going to do a coat of that. You can mix this with colours to make them cat eye. You can put stuff over it, which is what we're going to do. But it's got a super bright glow. And you can get a whopping 30% off at Madame Glam using the link in the description and the code MISSJO30. Highly recommend you go over there and use it. Do what you want. But it has got my seal of approval because I'm so important, my seal of approval. But it is amazing. I love all their stuff. But do use the link because that helps them know that you have come from me. I birthed you and sent you there. Right, we're mucking around with the magnet because it's just fun. And then curing it. And then we're taking Ball Pit Nails Hex Girl. Oh, this over this cat eye is bananas. But I think I took a bit too much off. Like, it doesn't look like I have, but I sort of dragged some off because I thought I put too much on here. That's what I'm doing. And I should have left it because it ends up, you'll see when we get there. So I've cured that, and now I'm taking the super duper long brush, which I got from Shein, and we're going to do what we're doing. Does your brain ever do that? It just stops. Power down. We're going to do 2 lines down either side of this nail, and then I don't know. I can't remember. It was quite a few days ago that I filmed this. I've been meaning to do the voiceover for ages to the point where I forgot about it. And about 3 minutes ago, I was like, oh shit, I haven't done this video. So we're doing these lines on here. Decided to try and fill them in with that brush. Not the best for filling in. Just leave that to the long straight lines because it's too big and bendy that, you know, moving it up a bit, the whole thing bent and it was just going to go everywhere. So now we're using, let's just calm down, all right? Can everybody calm down? I'm in bed with a cozy, I've got a blanket on me. I don't know if you can hear the wind and the rain. I'm very cozy, so I don't know why I'm hyper, because it's nails and I get excited. So we've done the sides of that, I haven't cured yet, and I'm going to mark out the middle, or what I think is the middle. It doesn't look like it from here, but we're going to put something at the top and bottom with the black, with the Purr-fect black, and this brush is the Double Trouble brush from Ball Pit Nails. So we're going to do a line across the top as well, and then we'll do it at the bottom. And now we've got our halfway point. Because we're going to write, we're not going to write, we're kind of going to block the word love. So there's 4 letters, so we've done a halfway line, and then we'll do halfway between each of those sections as well. And then if you want to cure at this point, you can, but sometimes it's nice to keep things wet so that you can, if you're doing the same colour near it, you can blend it into it. Although it does appear I might have cured. So now we're just going to block out some bits, and the red that we leave will be the letter. Do you remember doing this at school? I remember, oh, I won't bore you with a story about my childhood. Probably will in a minute. So we're blocking it out. I was trying to make the thickness of each line of that L, the vertical line and the horizontal line, the same thickness. And then the same with this O. Doing a little rectangle but marking so that the shape of the O, the thickness of the O is I can't breathe, whoa, is the same thickness as the L. Yeah, at school, do you remember? I remember in like primary school or junior school on your first day, probably primary school, where you'd get a piece of A4 paper and you'd fold it in half and then you'd have it horizontal, and make little lines for how many letters were in your name and then just write your name like this. You know, when the teachers made you put your names on bits of paper in front of you so they could learn who the fuck you were. Was it just me? Just my school? The V, I don't know what I was doing here. I tried to do just a V, cut out a V in black through the middle of it, but it didn't look right. So I did a U in the middle, then thought it looks too much like a bloody U. And that would just say Louis. So I ended up pointing this bit there, that black U, just here, making it a bit of a point, and then cutting some of the sides off, which did kind of mess up the thickness of the letter, but at this point, just didn't care. First letter, very important. Second letter, definitely try and make it match. Third letter, whatever, just get it done. So they're marking out here where the thickness of the lines, again, trying to anyway, and then just blocking out those. I've switched brushes now. I'm using the Ultra Liner from Madame Glam, which has to be one of my all-time go-to brushes. Highly recommend. So we'll fill that out, taking it quite far into the E because we're trying to get the vertical line on the left the same thickness as the others. The V has just fucked it all up, really. It looks too thin compared to the others. And this would look good going the other way down the nail as well. So doing the word horizontally as opposed to vertically. But just on these long nails, it made more sense, I think. But you can do it whichever way you like. However you want to do it, you do it. So we'll cure that. And then I'm going to matte it. Do you see how where I've dragged? Do you see how where? Do you see how who, what, when, why, where I have dragged the red, the hex girl, to thin it out a bit because I thought I had too much on, that you can see a bit of the silver through the red, and it almost had a slightly orange tone to it. Very, very slightly. So I wish I'd have done the red a bit thicker. But we matted it, and then we are shining over our letters. Now, you might be thinking there's a much easier way to go about this. And I think this is one of those designs where there's probably several ways you could do it. You could do a black nail, matte it, and then in silver, in the Cateye, the silver Cateye, write your letters, and then go over them in the red, and then go over them in the shiny. But doing it this way, where you get that full layer of the Cateye and the full layer of the red, it keeps everything more level thickness wise. So imagine you've got a flat black background, and then you put a small section, an L, you know, all the letters in the Cateye, and then the red on top of those, and then the top coat on top of those. You're getting a different thickness where the letters are. Whereas if you do it all in a sort of sheet, a blanket over it, it's all the same thickness apart from the shiny top coat now. Does that maketh the sense? I think it does. So that's that one. This one, we are matting the black now with the Madame Glam Velvet Matte. Is that my new bottle? Not sure. And then we'll cure it. And then we're going to mess around with some stuff. This stuff. Oh, that was fun, see? This Mirage 3D sculpting gel. Got my gloves on so nobody complains, but end up taking them off because look at this. I was like, right, roll it quickly to make it note, and then I just got, you know how you can sometimes, maybe it's a woman thing, you can go from 0 to I'm going to lose my effing rag in about 3 seconds. That happened. So here I've put some isopropyl alcohol on my gloves so that it didn't stick to it. But I think maybe I should have tried it. Oh, see? Then it was sticking to that. I'm showing you where everything goes wrong, just so if it happens to you, you know you're not alone. So I'm I've put some isopropyl alcohol in that dish, and I'm using my fingers to shape it into kind of an alien head. What am I talking about? A heart, but without the bit and the dip at the top. Oh no, I thought I was going to be describing this so well. You have to let me off. It's 2:24 in the morning. But what I was going to say was I should have maybe used one of a more solid gel. I think you get some that are a lot firmer than this, I think. But then I don't know. You know, a more non-stick gels. You can buy those solid non-stick gels, can't you? And I don't think they stick to gloves. But I wanted to use the Madame Glam one. So now I keep dipping my, it's not a brush, silicone tool into the isopropyl alcohol that I've got in that dish, because it was the only thing that was stopping it from sticking to this product. And then I faff around with this like a fucking champion, which I wasn't expecting to do, because the videos, you know, those 60-second videos you see, they're getting this shit done in 60 seconds. No, they're not. That's the thing, they're not. So because it's a gel, you can faff around to your heart's content, to your foil heart balloon's content, to get the shape you want. And I was trying to make it smooth on top, but couldn't really see what the heck was going on. Just, you know, shiny, clear, black, it just doesn't, you can't see very well. Plus the fact that I'm precariously close to being out of shot. So just patting, pressing it around, and getting a heart shape, trying to make it even on both sides. Oh, and this bit here, trying to make it so it didn't have like a high wall from the nail to the side of the heart. I didn't want it to go up as a wall, so I was trying to curve that. So I'm doing here, just trying to sort of curve out from where this product starts on the nail and then starts to come up to the heart. I want it to be a curve as opposed to just straight up. And then I'm just poking in, should have used something thinner, just poking in a little bit with this silicone tool to make creases. Should have looked at a picture of balloons and seeing where the creases are, but you know, we know me, I don't like to look at pictures, I just like to guess these things. Oh, so I took the gloves off because I was having a bit of a mare. Trying to roll this, I was stressing, but a pleasurable stress, you know, because it's still nail stuff. It's not scary stress. So I managed to get this so it wasn't sticking to my background, but roll it slowly, because otherwise you see the end of it starts flapping around like a fish out of water. So rolling it slowly and then picking it up. I've cured the heart, and then it just stuck. Wasn't where I intended to start, but it stuck to it. And then just moving it around to go around the heart. It didn't go into the dip at the top of the heart, but I thought we'll figure that out in a minute. We can have a play with it. Pinch it off with your fingers, because doing that with gloves, it all would have stuck to me, and yeah. But I do make sure I isopropyl my hands after touching all this stuff. And then again, using this tool to, before we start making little indents in it, just to try and make it neat and smooth around the heart. A lot of the videos have this bit quite thick, but I wanted it to be thin. I just thought it would look a bit neater. But again, couldn't really see what was going on. It was really difficult. And the whole time thinking, this better show on camera. I probably still would have uploaded the video, even if you couldn't see it. I've done the work. Watch it. So I'm trying to make this even all the way around, and then we can start here just doing little pokey in bits. And I wanted to make them quite close together as well. I know the video I saw, who was it by? Oh right, let me tell you first. So we're poking in tiny little bits, just poking it in to create this crimped edge. That's the word, crimped. So I saw this on a video by two guys. Is it Two Guys Nails or something it's called? And there was a bit of drama in the nail world around it. because someone had messaged them saying, you've done this video but haven't credited where you got the idea from, because someone else had done the video. And their response, they thought they were right, and the 90% of people in their comments agreed with them. I did not. They said, we're all in this together, so we all use each other's ideas and this and the other. Yeah, we do. But they were basically saying that they shouldn't have to credit the idea where they got the idea from. And I think, yeah, you should. It's not bloody hard, is it? No one's going to think any less of you if you go, saw this by so-and-so. That's what I'm doing. Do you guys think I'm shit just because I'm doing something that I saw by someone else? Maybe you do, I don't know. All these people in the comments were like, yeah, you can't gatekeep this, that and the other, or you put it on the internet for everyone to use. Yeah, but it takes, 2 seconds to say, saw this great idea by so-and-so. Let's try it. What a good idea they had. Like, it doesn't make you any less of a whatever. Just fucking give someone credit. It's just rude. Maybe that's the British in me. So I've made a tiny little dot, pressed it down a bit and made it into a triangle, and then just poked in at the bottom of the triangle. You'll see better when I paint over it. This is the Madame Glam red gel paint, which we're using because we're going to chrome over it. And this, they're gel paints. Once they're cured, they're tack free, but they can also be chromed on top of. So you don't need to do, a red base and then a no wipe shiny top coat to add your chrome, because it's just going to get really thick, and all the little crimping we've made is going to be filled in with product. But this is just a sort of one-stop shop. It does the red, and it does, the red background for the chrome, and the no wipe shiny to apply the chrome to. So it's perfect for this. So I'm carefully going around the edges, but also once I've covered it, I'm going to make sure that it's not too thick between our crimps, so that we don't fill in the gaps between each crimp with product, therefore lose the shape and the definition of said crimp. Okay, you all okay? This little bit here, see, I did a little triangle, and they did theirs bigger on that bit as well, but I wanted it smaller. And then just poked in at the bottom, because we're going to draw some string coming from there. And this is the Born Pretty red chrome. Oh, I love this red chrome. You can get money off there as well. I'll put it on screen. So we'll go straight over the red gel paint. And it is going on the background, but don't worry, because once you top the balloon, you can then wipe the background, and it will only, it won't come off the balloon. It will just come off the bits that aren't topped. I'm over explaining, aren't I? Was it that one of you said in the comments the other day, I love the way how you explain something for like an hour that really only took about 10 seconds to explain. I just worry that there might be something that I don't get across very well, so I'll try and find 74 different ways to explain something. So we chromed. I have wiped off the pigment on the background before topping, but I wish I hadn't, because I think I took a bit off the balloon somewhere, but it wasn't very visible, so I didn't correct it. So again, when we're topping this round the crimpy bits, make sure your top coat isn't filling in between each crimp. And there's a bubble in it, which is annoying, but hey ho, it still looks kind of cool. I did at this point think, right, I've done it now. Shall I now do it again? Now I've got the experience under my belt, and do it better. But decided no, because the amount of times I do that would surprise you. And it's just double the time, and, just sometimes the first pancake will do. So we're adding some string using the Madame Glam white gel paint, giving it a little loop, just for a little added, instead of just a straight line. And then I think that one is done. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed that the main body of the heart has got a bubble in it, or like an air bubble or something. And my creases on the main body of the heart, I should have used something, a thinner tool, and maybe brought them in a bit more, or looked at a picture as to where the creases are. But I think first attempt, it's enough to show you how to do it, and you can endeavour to do a neater job than I have done. But it does look fucking cool, I think. I think it looks really cool. A star-shaped balloon? Oh, I'll have to try that. Definitely. Oh my goodness, I've just had an idea. Okay. Remind me what it was at the end of the video so I can quickly doodle it up. This one, I thought we were calming down. What have I told you? I said calm down. Why did you not calm down? Why are we still up here on the excitement level? So we're doing the same again, a super Cateye background, and then the Hex Girl, which has got a glitter in it as well. But oh, look at it. Look at it over that. Look at, And now, I should show you the nails I did on myself at Christmas and then took off the very next day. Picked them off on Christmas Day. No, Boxing Day, sorry. No, what was the one before it? Christmas Eve. So we're going to do some hearts in... I think I'm using black gel paint to paint the hearts, just because it's the consistency of it. It's going to stay, it's not going to bleed, so I can get them all on without flash curing. You can use just the gel polish, but maybe just flash cure just for a couple of seconds as you go so that it doesn't spread. But I'm using the black gel paint. Couldn't really see what I was doing because it was so glowy, and at certain angles it looked all black, the nail, so I couldn't see for the life of me what was going on. It would have been better if I'd turned some of the hearts upside down in different directions. They would have sort of fit together in like a puzzle piece way a bit better, but I wanted them all facing downwards. Main reason being it just took less brain power. So now we're going to use the Purr-fect black, so not the black gel paint. We're going to use the black gel polish to go in between everything. I cut it because as I was editing I was like, this is boring, so we cut that. And then we're going to top it. Before I show you all of them though, should I show you the nails I had at Christmas? Oh, we haven't finished this one yet, sorry. It looks good matte, huh? That looks kind of cool. You can see how awful the shapes of the hearts are though, but now we're going to go over them in shiny. And again, like the one that says love, you can do a matte black nail, add your hearts in the silver Cateye, magnetize them, bring out the zhuzh, cure, add the red on them, cure, and then this cure, but this shiny, then cure. But this way is just quicker and easier, instead of drawing the hearts once in silver, then going over them again in red, then going over them in top coat, you know. But let me show you the nails I painted on myself the day before Christmas Eve that I then picked off on Christmas Eve. So that's that one. Let's put the flash on. There we go. It's better in real life. It's red more often than it appears to be here. Does that make sense? It catches red more than it looks like it does here. So before we see them together, I've been meaning to show you these, because you know when you do something, you know, nice on your nails, like I want to show my friends, and I'm like, I want to show the gang. So I did these the day before Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Eve I picked them all off. This was Purr-fect black, super Cateye, and then a red jelly from Born Pretty. Let me know if you want to know the name of it and I'll find it. And I loved them, really loved them. But on Christmas Eve, I had like a 7-second panic attack. So I had to pick them off. It was the natural thing to do. Look at the state of my fingers, covered in black gel. So this is them. Let me know which one is your favourite, or if you'll try them. I appreciate you being here so much, and welcome to all the new people, the newbies, the new gang friends. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Right, guys.